To be honest, I didn't really want to make a YouTube video. My heart has been really heavy this week, observing and taking in everything that's happening around the nation related to the murder of George Floyd. To be honest, it's been so troubling to me to watch videos of his family and know that that's what his mother got to see as his last moments, and 2020 just keeps on giving the hits, doesn't it? So I took some time this week to reflect on my mindsets, my thought patterns, what I can do here on Maui to start trying to develop an anti-racism mindset. And so I put together some things that I found on the Green Beauty Theory website if you want to check them out. Please, if you have 15 minutes this week, take some time and read something. These thought patterns go so deep and so far back, and it's really, really eye-opening, some of the things I was absorbing this week. So yeah, if you have some time, take some time and check those out. So also this week I've been spending some time with my plants because they make me feel happy. I don't know, I just felt like maybe we should do a plant tour.
All right, so here's our indoor plant tour. So I've tried a lot of plants in my house over the last year and a half. And what I've found that is doing really well right now are orchids. And so I've just embraced that. A lot of these right here are from the half off bin at Home Depot. If they don't have a flower, they'll put them on 50% off. Hi! So over here I have these 4 that are hanging, and everything is off the ground right now because of the 1-year-old. And these orchids are just doing really well. They're super happy, and they're a collection of Mother's Day and birthday presents. So you can see it's a nice windy day here. This little guy I just got recently, and his tiny little purple flowers have been making me so happy. These big orchids that I have hanging up here in these pots, these all came from Whole Foods. I have never seen them on Maui where they have the double stems, and they were such a great deal. Just some hanging things. Here are all my string of bananas. I've had these for a while, and I really need to fertilize them because they haven't really increased in size at all, although they've stayed happy. So I'm going to be getting some fertilizer for those guys. So I recently repainted the walls, and I've been kind of working on these little groupings over here. These guys don't have anything in them yet. Here I have my bay window, and I have more orchids. Of the Home Depot bunch that I bought, this is the first bloom right there in the left corner. These were all part of my Mother's Day birthday extravaganza. So then up here above the kitchen, I've had various things, but it actually gets quite warm up there and not many things have liked it. However, the bamboo has really loved it. So I have quite a bit of lucky bamboo up there. So these are my Vandas that are in the bathroom. And they've been really happy up until recently. I think since the weather started to get hotter and drier. So I'm going to have to maybe put them outside with these guys. To be honest, I don't really love Vanda Orchids, I've discovered. Okay, now this is my quarantine plant purchase of 3 Samoan coconut trees. They don't get very tall, and they're very young, but I'm excited to see them grow. Okay, now we're going to look over here at what you can't really tell, but it's a hillside. It's this hillside I've been working on for, I don't know, 6 months. Actually, I think before the baby was even born, maybe a year. So I've been working on transferring all these little, like here's a walking stick. We have all this stuff called California grass, and I've left it all in place. So the hillside actually looks like kind of a mess, but it's actually everything's starting to take root. So here's the hillside from another vantage point. As you can see, it totally looks a mess. But I just don't want to trim back the grass until I know that all the other plants have enough of an established root system. And so my neighbors probably wonder what the heck I'm doing out here all the time because it still looks like a mess. However, the aloe is really happy and it's putting up lots of little cakeys everywhere, and it's getting there. It just takes some time, and I don't want to lose a lot of dirt in that area. So I'm waiting to trim and pull out the big patches of grass. But as you can see, these guys have really taken off. They're really happy. And this is a tea leaf that looks unhappy, but it actually is happy. It's pretty happy. Okay, here are a couple little teacup succulent collections I've been working on. They need to be fluffed up and given some love. Some of them are denser and cuter than others, but I love leaving these here. Here's a little grouping I'm working on. There's my Chinese money plant, got two mother-in-law tongues, and then I have my fiddle leaf fig tree, which I'm learning from Keisha Adinkra is a very fickle plant. Okay, here I have some walking sticks. All these guys need to get transplanted. Then just, as you can tell, I love succulents, and I managed to keep them alive. So, yeah, I have a bunch of different varieties tucked in here. I have some that I ordered for my birthday that are on the way, so I'm excited about those. Here's some of some other plants I've been working on. There's a big spider plant I'm trying to get rooted. Here are some orchids and things I'm trying to save. One of my favorite plants, I call it the meat flower cactus, and my little zebra succulents. I love those guys. And this guy over here is called a Cacao Tree. He's obviously really small. I just got him as part of my birthday present, and here's another orchid that I'm trying to save. And here's a bunch of succulents that I had to move off the deck. And the only reason I put it on here is because these guys pop the most beautiful red. Okay, this is a little tree I'm trying to save. It's a cacao tree. The leaves look irritated, but the trunk of the tree is happy. Here are some Jade Plant offshoots that just transplant so easily from this big guy. I could probably make so many plants from him. Here are a bunch of anthuriums I've transplanted together because my anthuriums that I've tried to have inside don't like it in there, but they seem to be loving it outside in this spot. Here's a gigantic cactus that I grew from a seed. Here's some more bamboo that's probably going to end up on the hillside. That about wraps it up for now, guys. Actually, these are some succulents that I got. We're going to be putting them in these cute little planters for my kids. They're very excited about it. I tried a new plant place, and I'm going to put it linked below, but I was really excited about what a variety they had to offer. So I'll link it below if you guys want to check it out.